Hey guys, it's me, Kevin Who, and we're here in a super flat world, newly generated, and I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own custom spawn eggs that will spawn in structures of your choice, customized structures. You can make them all by yourself, and you just use a spawn egg to spawn them around and copy them, basically. So basically, the first command you want to do is give @p command, and then if you're on computer, hit tab. If not, you don't have to type this Minecraft ... command block. Just type this exact command. If you're on computer, hit tab. If you're on a device, this works too, but it may be slightly different, and also it may change and break a bit throughout updates and stuff. But you do this commands, get the command block, and this is 2 commands, guys, and I'd say this is it's not super easy, but it's not super hard. So the second thing you want to do is go in your inventory and probably type spawn egg. And then you'll see all these. Now, you want to get a spawn egg that doesn't usually spawn in your current area you're in. That will not spawn. If you're in the overworld, use a blaze or something from the nether. If you're in the end, then maybe use a zombie or something that won't spawn in the end. And if you're in the nether, then just use something that doesn't spawn in the nether. But since I'm in the overworld, I'm just gonna use a blaze spawn egg. And here's a disclaimer that if you say want to build something over here, but you get out of range of those command blocks, they unload, chunks unload, now they're unloaded, then you won't be able to build. This has to be in your loaded chunks, and the thing you want to copy has to be in your loaded chunks. So, first thing is this command block. Change it to repeat and always active and unconditional. So it changes to purple, and it has that. And you want to use the execute command. But here's a tip. When you're actually writing commands, write it in your command block bar. Well, command bar / chat bar thing. So you can actually see the command, what it's going to do, because it'll help you. And so execute, and then you can still hit tab, and add entity, and then you want to type equals, and then since I'm using a blaze, I'll type blaze there. And if you're in the overworld, just use a blaze, then you can just copy all this stuff. And all these commands will be in the description. You'll just have to do this stuff that's down here, change the command blocks and stuff. So type equals blaze, that, and that. And once you're done with this command, don't put it in yet or anything. And once you're done, you have to copy this command out. If you can't if you're on a device or something that can't copy it out of your bar, then you'll have to write it directly in. But since I'm showing you it, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. After you got this, you gotta go clone, and then we'll leave it here for a sec, and say, I'm gonna quickly build a structure. 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back, and say for some reason you wanted to make, clone this. I don't know, this is maybe a well or something. I don't really know. I just built a cool design. And one thing, you can't clone entities. Most entities. I think items frames will work, but they're still entities. Few things will work, like chests and pistons and stuff. I think will clone, but also, don't use this in redstone, because if you're building with redstone and you're trying to maybe copy a creation or something, then it may break and the redstone will just pop off and break. You'll still get the same basic structure, but not the redstone and all its components. But once you're done with this, you want to go hit no, not F5. Let me see. Yes, F3 to see your thing in the corner. And if you're on a device or a phone or something, then you want to go into your options setting and do, and turn on show coordinates. Or you can type, /game rule show coordinates equals true or something like that. Okay, but on here it's slightly easier. On the device, you have to actually be in the exact position you want it to be on. So I'll be looking at, say, if you want to try like cloning it, not the actual this, like the bottom, you don't want the bottom to actually be cloned, then place a block here temporarily, and it says, looking at right here, looking at now, so try typing this in 5, 8, 7, 56, and 33. There, now I got this. So that's my first coordinates. The second set of coordinates will be up here. You need to get it in exact, like, it doesn't have to be exact, but like as close as you can. So I suggest doing something like this, so they're like, it has to be in these two positions, because it'll make a square around this basically and take it. So, but now that we've got those coordinates, we've still got this command, then type -5, 8, 7, 56, and 33. Now copy this again, and you need to look at the second block, and you'll get more coordinates. So, -5, 8, 3, 58, and 29. So, now you got these coordinates, paste it back in, 5, 8, 3, 58, and 29, and then press space, and it go, do these three things again, and your command is basically done. So now you can just break these blocks that you use to help you, and you close the window, and then you go over to your command block. You still have this command copied, so just paste it in, and then make sure it's like this exactly. If you want to see the outcome, you can put that on. And so now it'll keep repeating until it finds a blaze, and it'll clone this. But the second part of it is, you don't want a blaze like busy flying around, busy glitch cloning some stuff, like, so if you say, like, it'll just keep cloning, and if you push it, it'll just like move around, so you don't want that. So you want to type this, not that, for your second command, and then it'll clone it. You want to type it in here and do chain, conditional, and always active. It'll turn this color, this design, and it'll be good. So you can now just press it, and you will have a thing cloned. And this is pretty cool, but say if I don't like something on this, I don't have to redo any of the command stuff. Like, if I don't like these things here, and I just, for some reason, I don't know, but they're still stay here. But on the new ones that I summon in, they're gonna be all perfect and done. So you don't have to fix every single one. Like, you don't have to recommand it or anything. You can just do whatever you want now. But if you have like any entities on here, won't be clones, and you can't clone entities. So if you want to have an entity, you have to add a third command, and this would be slightly harder, but you have to use this execute command, same basic execute command that we used. So we use execute the same stuff until here. And once you get here, you want to, instead of clone, type summon, and then whatever you want to summon, and then these things again. So once you've done that, then you can summon it at the coordinates of the other mob. But yeah, that's how you do that. But if you like, how this works basically is it checks if it can find a blaze. If it doesn't, it just stops and gives an error. But if it does find a blaze, it'll go through and look at the coordinates, and it'll go to the whatever you want to clone, the given coordinates, and then it'll copy all the like data values and everything in the way it's rotated, and everything that's in that certain area that's not an entity, that's a block. Then it'll just place it where the mob is currently standing. So this all happens in a few, like, less than a second, but it doesn't do this all at once. It does it like real fast, but like still it takes a tiny bit of time. So that's basically how it works. And afterwards, if this all worked out fine and it didn't give an error and it's placed the whole structure already, next it'll look if there's a block that's next to this arrow. So it'll go over and check. If there's a command block here, if it's air, it'll do nothing. If there's a command block here, then it'll open it up and it'll take the command off of it. And then here it does, and it kills the blaze. So it checks set, and it kills the blaze. And type basically means what type of animal you want to kill. Or like you can /kill at e type equals creeper if you want to get rid of creepers, because creepers grief stuff, and or you can just turn mob griefing off. But you can do this stuff, and you can just keep summoning stuff in. But as I said, if you get out of the range of the command blocks, then you will not be able to summon stuff in. So we're out of range almost. Now we're out of range. Maybe not. Sometimes entities render a little bit farther, but you have to be in range. I don't know what's going on there, but I know for sure that on devices you have to be in range, but maybe it works differently on computers. But you can just clone big things, you can clone villages around, and whatever you want. But this will work with any blaze. So say if I said clone at type equals zombie, so let's change, no, not that. Let's take this command and change this type equals blaze to type equals zombie, right? This will only run once because I was the one who executed it, but there, it cloned one there, it cloned one basically everywhere there was a zombie in this world. So that's why you don't want to do it where there's something that's in your world. Like say that C type equals creeper, type equals creeper, and then there it clones next to all these creepers. And then since some zombies may have been too close to each other, it cloned them together. And it just overwrites the other blocks next to it. So that's what happens there when you got that stuff. And that's basically all. Besides, if you want to do this, if you want, you can set this to needs redstone so you can turn it off. So like, if you summon a blaze now, it won't work. And you'll have to do it yourself. But like, if you give it redstone, like say you make it so you have to flick a lever, so you have like world edit tools, and then you turn on like this structure one or whatever you want to call it, you turn it on and off. Anyway, so I'm gonna keep this off for now. And now, say you wanted to do the same basic thing, want to clone stuff, but then you wanted to have maybe a minecart that's also summons where the exact location of the creeper is. Well, then all you gotta do is you need 3 commands for this, so you get the same basic command, and you get this command. This command is the base to get the coordinates of where the blaze, or whatever mob you choose, is standing. So, it gets the coordinates, that's what these 3 do, and it checks what animal or mob it wants to get the coordinates from. You can get type equals item, so you can summon that item coordinates and whatever. But then you do summon, say, minecart. I think I do it, minecart, I think there. And these coordinates take the coordinates from here, so it's all okay. Oh, and I need to make a chain, condition always active. And I think I made it so it needs redstone, yep, okay. Nope. Yeah, okay. So now, I forgot to put the kill command in. Okay. Okay. So you got, let me see, /summon. If you need to test something out, you can like minecart, no, not that, what am I doing? Where, oh, okay, there, okay. Okay, that was summon at me, okay. Now, this makes sense. You don't have to type the minecart, but it just simplifies it to that. And the slash doesn't really matter in this type of thing. Why? There. See, now it summons a minecart where the blaze is. And that happens when you have way too many minecarts. I have no idea why. Buy minecarts. Anyway, you can summon minecarts. There's a few entities you can't summon, like items, because you have to specify what items, and it gets complicated from there. But you can do really cool things with this, and say if you don't want to clone something, you can just fill it in. Instead of using the clone command, you can use the fill command. And I'm not going to show you how to do that. You can figure that out yourself, because it's basically the clone command. Just replace clone with fill, and then replace the coordinates. You get rid of the coordinate. So you basically just get this, fill, and then these things, again, 3 of them, and then another 3 of these, except you need it, instead of doing this, you need to, like, say how many coordinates past you want it. So if you want it 40 blocks long, you do that, but not in here, in the fill command. But that's how you do this stuff, and if you want to see more Minecraft tutorials or any other tutorial, tell me in the comments section down below what tutorial you want, and I'll show it. Also, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and I'm trying to grow for now. And I try my best to make good content, so yeah, that's what I've been doing. I also have been starting making a Roblox game, so if you want to check that out, link in the description, feel free to check it out. And I'll maybe, if you want, do a Roblox tutorial and stuff like that, like what I'm doing. But we'll see if we want to see that, if you guys want to see it. But, bye guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.